Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with my Pan That Palette update. I am working on the Ulta and Avengers palette to finish, and I have two palettes in here that I'm trying to hit pan on every shade in. And they are the Storybook Cosmetics Robin Hood palette and the Lorac Pro 2. Let me do these real quick because there's not much to them. For the Storybook Cosmetics palettes, here's what it looked like last time. And here's what it looks like today, basically the same, but I have started using the shade Quiver in my crease when I wear gold looks. Now, of course, I could use Maid Marian with it, but I'm panning a gold shade in my Ulta palette that I want to finish before I move on to that to just hit pan. Because these shades, you can hit pan on them in like 10 to 15 uses, like even the matte ones. So it's not hard to hit pan on them. I'm not too worried about it, but I finally figured out how to use Quiver in my crease for golden looks, and it actually looks fine. These mustard yellow shades are the hardest things for me to use. I'm not attracted to them at all. And I don't have many in my collection, but I have that one and maybe one or two lingering in palettes that I like for other things. And really quickly, though, the Lorac Pro 2, here's what it looked like last time. And it looks exactly the same because I have not used it at all. This is not my focus right now, honestly. And I have 3 shades left that, honestly, I do need to focus on because, well, the Lorac shades are not hard to hit pan on, but they are harder to hit pan on than the Fairy Tale Storybook Cosmetics palette, at least. As you can see, beige is now missing from here. It is in another project, and I depanned it and put it in a little, it's actually one of those Anastasia Beverly Hills 4-pan quad holder things, because I'm intending to finish that up for that project. It is Furbeck 30, so I depotted it and put it with the other shades that I am working on for that. So it does look different, more different than I realized, but not for anything that I have done for this project. And I think I said last time that I wanted to start incorporating Mocha as an outer V shade, and I just have not done that because I am really putting my focus in on here. I would rather finish shades in here than hit pan in shades over there. So for the Ulta and Avengers palette, here's what it looked like last time. And here is what it looks like today. Now this has more progress, as you can see. I do believe I hit all of my goals. I wanted to use up Save the World, and I did. Now, I used that both as a face highlight and an inner corner highlight, so that was how I was able to go through it. And I wanted to finish up the side of Game Changer. This side over here had a little bit less product in it, and I did manage to do that just the other day. Those were my 2 main goals, and I did accomplish them. I have expanded the pan into Fearless and Reassemble, specifically Cosmic, which I've used just as much. It hasn't moved as much, but the thing is, Reassemble and Fearless I will use in my outer V. Cosmic I just use on my lash line, so that is probably why it hasn't expanded while the others have, despite having similar number of uses. So I really don't feel like I'll have problem using up Game Changer, Hero Vibes, or even Out of This World once I actually really get to it. Because I only used Out of This World once this month. Quite frankly, instead of using Mocha in my outer V, I should probably use Out of This World more in my outer V. Hero Vibes I would wear all over the lid, so that's not a big deal. I'm kind of waiting for fall to pick up before I got into that. Now fall was picking up, so. And yeah, it's the 3 darker shades on the bottom that I'm more concerned about finishing or not. I know I mentioned last time that I could mix them with my duochrome highlighters. I just haven't done that yet. I need to roll one of those highlighters into a project pan for at least a usage goal to remind me to do that. So I need to make a note of that somewhere. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the progress I made in the past month on this, considering how little makeup I wore overall. But got another shade finished. Game Changer shouldn't take too much longer. It is kind of my main focus at the moment because it is the one shade I'm wearing all over my lid from this palette, other than what I have pressed in right here. That's for another project pan. I have two shades that I'm trying to use up for two different project pans, like eyeshadow shades, that are taking a little bit of focus away from this. Like I'm wearing looks in a rotation right now. Once I get at least one of them finished, I don't know which one it will be because both have similar low amounts of product. There's this one here, and then there's a shade for Throwback 30 that rolled over from last year's Throwback 30 that I really just want to finish and knock out. But once I have at least one of those done, hopefully both done by like the end of October, then I can really knock out the last bits in here. And as I mentioned before, I might just let this palette go at the end of the year if all I have left is like these, because those are the shades that take me forever and a day. I have a million of them. I'll just subtract their worth from the palette and put it in my empties. So that is it. Stay tuned through the end if you want to see progression shots from all year. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!